An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Allen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. First time with James Conner. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Singletary, they'll run for it. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
toss to Singletary running to the left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Devin Singletary.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Allen flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 16-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Bills' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Kaepernick going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On play action, Allen. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ball carrier.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Check.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now a run with Singletary. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Allen off the play fake. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it.
Allen on the keeper. A gain of 6 yards. And
here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 36-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 36, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Patrick on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Singletary again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Back near his goal line. Here's Kaepernick. And hitting Juju on the slant. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 97 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 21. Bills 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Oh, Connor loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 49. 49's the mark. 49's the mark. Yeah, I got you.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, 91. 91. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Watch the run.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
There on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They go right back to Singletary. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 27.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up a third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Today's final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. The